Another episode. Stay with us, don't play with us.
I don't know why it is, but every time I hear this beat, I be thinking ODB about to start rapping a song.
Yeah,
About
see?
to start listening to some ODB.
See, you ancient.
I mean, yeah, nigga.
I wear my hat to the back. I don't even know who ODB is because I'm so youthful.
How you from Brooklyn? You don't know who Old Dirty Bastard is?
Nigga, there is a mural of ODB 2 blocks off from here.
Right? I was about to be like, what is this man talking about?
Yo. But this is another episode of the Saltiness Podcast. I forget what episode, but it will be posted. We got a lot of things to cover today. Some thoughts on the James Harden 76ers drama. I might have to let y'all know why the 08 Celtics is probably the most annoying NBA team to ever be comprised, and why for a niggas that won one championship, I've never seen get the basket in the glory. Like Dirk is about to go in the Hall of Fame,
right? And
I don't be seeing that Dallas Mavericks team. So I ain't never hear Tyson Chandler on wax sounding like he's Bill Russell, right? But we'll talk about the Hall of Fame. We'll talk about Dwayne Wade, Lil Pascal Siakam, and some of this Miami Pro-Am shit. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Yep.
It's also a little illustration of how far the divide is between NBA players and the nicest nigga you've ever seen. Because this niggas in this Pro-Am that niggas can't sit with. And they couldn't get no game touches in the NBA. They
Not 1 minute.
They couldn't get none of that shit off. They getting treated like Brendan Hayward.
For real though.
In the NBA, nigga.
For real though.
That shit don't fly. I gotta watch that streetball documentary. Because there's like a documentary on like N1 streetball and shit like that. And they're interviewing like Lou Will and they're interviewing like Kyrie. They're interviewing NBA players about the difference between streetball and NBA ball. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it comes out how people be acting like the streetballers could play in the NBA.
I mean, there was a huge debate, like when we were growing up, and it was the whole like, you know, street ball guys versus NBA guys, and they actually laced them up against each other.
Yeah, like, but like the debate was ridiculous.
Yeah,
and not only that, like
they got humbled though.
The street ball niggas was just a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
Like, some of them, like you got like Rafer Alston, who like had a bit of college basketball experience and like was able to get
some NBA.
Was able to get some NBA touches, but like
for sure.
Outstandingly rare. And it would have to be a guy like him who was actually already primed through that system, who maybe had a chance in the first place, right?
No, yeah.
But it just I think Lou Will just had me weak when he was like, "It's a job. Like, it's days you don't feel like hooping, you don't hoop.
Yeah."
We hoop whether we feel like hooping or not. Yeah. Like, it's getting done.
They working on
that game
all the time. That's a fact.
And I think that there's always going to be a disconnect between fans, because I think as fans, sports exists as escapism. Mm-hmm. And the same way with actors, the same way with anybody who's gotten any real measure of fame, we just feel like this has to be the bee's knees. This has to be the shit.
Right.
And you're lucky. And part of it is a little narcissistic, right? We're like, you're lucky to have my attention. You're so lucky that I'm invested in you, right? Where it's like, I don't know you, nigga.
The N1 guys, I would say, for sure, it's a good marketing move. You know what I mean? In a way, more eyes were directed to the whole N1 experience after that. Even though they got the floor wiped up, you know what I'm saying, with them, you know what I mean? Like the NBA guys.
It was a product of its time. You know, like I think if you look at what was happening in that moment, everything, and this is when any real movement or anything of any real note, or really anything in life, period, you'll see it's really like a bunch of systems working together to create like some kind of machinery. And this happens because it's in the perfect time, in the perfect place, and this was already happening, and maybe this went on here. And that's what you get with like the N1 explosion, where like, watching that stuff is like sitting in a time capsule. It's like being taken back to exactly how old you were when that shit was popping. Mm-hmm. Right? It was just like, yeah, never now, but in different ways, right? Like the Drew League is being broadcast on NBA, on the NBA app and stuff like that. If you have League Pass and whatnot, I don't know if it's free or if it's only for League Pass users, but you'll see stuff like that when LeBron went to the Drew League. That shit was casted and stuff like that. Like that's perhaps an offshoot of that N1 stuff and the generated market and interest around non-professional basketball. Mm-hmm. People give a shit. People will watch. And when you attach some level of, and this is not new, right? Like the shattered backboard sneakers that everybody's a fan of from Michael Jordan. That's from like a little pro-am game that he played in. And that's why he was wearing that orange and white jersey when he shattered that backboard and stuff like that, right? So like there's always been this measurement. This is when Kobe and Dr. J went to Rucker and all that stuff. Like this stuff matters, right? And it's cool to see. But I ain't gonna cap. That man one niggas can't sit.
I mean,
nah.
It's been proven already. You know what I mean? It's been proven already. And then you got some of the guys like Professor, you know, doing a lot of interviews with like, you know, these NBA guys, and he said it himself, like, yo, the gap between the N1 and NBA guys was like, it just happened to just really be that big. Like it was that much, they were that much more prevalent than the whole N1. Damn, this is a seed. Whoa. Sorry guys. Having a little spliff difficulty. My bad. But yeah, like I was saying though, yeah, like the whole I think it was just for the experience. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it was more so for the experience. Yes, I do believe that some of those N1 guys really thought that they could sit. You know what I mean? Like they deserved a seat at the table.
And they're no different. They're no different than what they are. Listen, every motherfucker sitting on the couch, smoking weed, spending a serious amount of time engaging in hooping at the local rec or the park.
Right.
There's one out of every 5 of them niggas that's like...
That can probably sit.
No, absolutely not. That's not where I was going.
Probably sit on a bench.
Nope. You're
telling
own.
Me?
No,
you're telling
you are on your own.
One
you're on your own.
One out of those guys.
I'm not coming
serious?
with you. I am not walking this direction with you. No.
Out of the group.
No, we didn't.
What do you mean?
No, we didn't.
Malu.
We named a serious college athlete. Who exactly? Like we did not name a nigga who was just a lot of them N1 niggas was just hanging out, bro. These were not even like hoopers by trade. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm just talking about niggas who just are fairly nice. Nicer than your average dude, I guess. But like the gap between an NBA athlete and really any other level of professional sports, unless we're talking like high level overseas type of ball, is monumental. Mm-hmm. It's monumental. Like some of the best college basketball players you've ever seen flamed out of the NBA.
Fairly quickly.
Ain't a lot of Jimmer Fredettes hanging around your neighborhood, bro. Everybody swears some nigga at their local park could have went. Nah, bro. Most of them niggas, some of them niggas could have probably went to a Division II or even best case a Division I school and played some college ball.
Is that because of how, you know, them growing up just like differently from some of these NBA guys, or
Biggs? It
could just be how they grew up playing the game.
You've gotten pretty good seats to a Knick game, right?
Yeah.
And you've had phenomenal seats to Bishop Loughlin games, right?
Yeah.
Is that the same thing going on?
Absolutely not. But,
all right.
But that's two different levels. But high school and NBA.
But listen, them niggas was some of the nicest niggas that we'd ever seen hoop live.
No. In high school, yes. But I'm talking about the guys who are already at that level, who could have gone, right? Some of them, especially, matter of fact, let's use the N1 guys as an example, right? They made a living off of technically playing the game wrong. It was a whole lot of traveling, a whole lot of carrying. You know what I mean? Like they were nice.
That was the rules of their game.
Yeah, but they were nice at making the game look pretty. You know what I mean? Showing us something that we've never seen people do with a basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and they were some of the best at it. You know, if not the best, some of the best at it. So when you make a living and you are technically a professional at playing the game that way, obviously you're not gonna, you know what I mean, be able to be on the same court as a Kevin Durant, a LeBron James,
100%.
You know, a Stephen Curry. You know what I mean? Because these guys, they eat, breathe, and sleep this shit. You know what I'm saying?
And they're just better.
I mean, just talent aside, though, the work ethic is there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the work ethic completely overshadows what, a lot of the N1 guys are doing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So...
But at the same time, the difference between the N1 thing is you didn't necessarily have to be a genetic specimen to play that. You didn't have to be a freak of nature to play that.
Some of them were, though.
Like
the really bouncy ones, yeah.
Sure.
Freak of nature type of athleticism.
But you didn't have to be a freak of nature to play that.
But that was my thing, though. I think N1 was just more so they were prioritizing the talent side of their game. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just naturally good.
Well, more so the showmanship.
Yeah, but a lot of those guys were just really talented at what they did because all of them couldn't do the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the thing too is like what they're doing. What they was doing was like shit that like it's not like NBA players couldn't do that shit. It's just not.
Yeah,
they're not investing.
But not every NBA player could do some of the shit that they're doing though.
I mean,
you know what I mean? Like I would say an NBA player can do a lot more of what they can do than vice versa.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But not every NBA player is gonna fucking show us some crazy ass handles and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like they're not gonna get super saucy with the ball and start doing off the heezies, putting it under their shirt, swinging it around. Like
I would argue that
from.
I would argue that
if
you gave them like any real measure of time to just work with that movement, I would argue every single starting point guard in the NBA could do any of that shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like literally, if you just gave them a month. And just like put them with one of the N1 players and just like, all right, show them how to do it. I think.
And you don't think vice versa. That's what you're saying. You don't think that if you take Professor, right?
No, could Professor have ever played in the NBA? No, absolutely not. No matter what.
I'm not saying playing the NBA. I'm just saying because we're talking about the moves, right? We're specifically talking about the moves.
No, right? I wasn't even specifically talking about the moves because N1 is the only place where you're actually like, or just street ball in general is the only. But in my opinion, it's not even that N1 was like the pinnacle. It's that N1, I think, brought it to the nation's eyes. I think the nature of park basketball has always been to push the envelope and do crazy cool shit. These players could always do crazy cool shit. Right. You go back to the charity game that Isaiah Thomas played in, and he's like laying on the floor, dribbling the ball around his head and all type of weird shit, like the type of shit Pistol Pete Maravich was doing. Like, playground basketball has always been playground basketball. I think N1, with the advent of the videotape and all that shit, skyrocketed it. Yeah, I think it just showed people who weren't familiar with it. Mm-hmm. It showed it to them where it was like, I've never seen this shit. But the man, one niggas didn't invent the shit they were doing. Like they didn't invent that shit.
Some of them dribble packages.
I'm sure some of them came up with cool moves and shit like that.
But is responsible for a lot of like. Dribble packages that are incorporated into these into some of these NBA moves. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Hot Sauce is like one of the pioneers of a lot of moves that guys do now. They just do it.
The shit he does is illegal. You can't do the move.
No, I'm saying that's why I said incorporated it. Like just like the style of how you dribble, how you handle the ball. You know what I mean? Because you have a guy who's more. I don't want to say stiff, but just kind of like orthodox with his dribble movements and shit like that. Then you have a more shifty, more like sporadic guy who kind of like patter steps.
But you've always had that in the NBA.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is my point is Hot Sauce. Like some of these guys who have made it to the NBA, especially like guys our age or guys younger who have made their way in. They grew up on this shit too. You know what I mean? They grew up on watching. Yeah,
but at the same time, they grew up on Allen Iverson and they grew up on Chris Paul and they grew up on like Penny Hardaway. Like where it's like there's been guys doing nutty shit.
All I'm saying is, bro, there's somebody that everybody takes something from. You feel what I'm saying? Whether it was an NBA guy or an N1 guy. You feel what I'm saying? Like there's always somebody that you'll take bits and pieces and you'll incorporate it into your own game and you'll make it your own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like.
I ain't gonna cap. I just,
right. I gotta give respect where it's due.
I'm gonna let you have that, but I just don't see what an NBA player could take from an N1 player's game.
No. We're not saying your average N1 player. We're talking about the top.
But all the shit that
Skip to my Lou,
but all
and
the shit,
Hot Sauce,
but all the coolest
shit,
shit,
responsible for some of the craziest moves.
For what? All the coolest, all their best shit is not. All their best shit is not legal.
Right.
So it's
but you can still take it and make a move out of it that is
like what?
What do you mean? There's a lot of the crab dribble movements and a lot of the in and
but niggas was doing that before.
Bro, there are illegal moves right now that look illegal, and I still think that are illegal.
Because the ball handling rules have changed.
Like the whole two-step gather step shit, like that people use for their step backs nowadays. Like I think that all of that is traveling. If you ask me, it looks like traveling. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm counting 4 fucking steps, but they're like, no, you're allowed to gather now. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yes, you can absolutely take a illegal move and kind of incorporate it into the game where it can be legal.
Sure, just with a lot of the ball handling shit is tough, but I mean, look,
not when you have a guy like a Kyrie Irving who none of them can sit with, or if you have a Steph Curry, if you have any
but
of
the
these
shit
guys
that Kyrie's
who are just
doing,
elite at ball handling, you know what I'm saying?
But
they
the shit that he's doing
is
like, to me, legitimate legal movements, right? And he's capable of doing the and one shit, like the shit he did to Giannis in the All-Star game, right? But the thing with that shit is like it kind of belongs where it belongs.
Carry.
Exactly.
That was a carry.
I don't think you necessarily exactly. Now
that
he might
whole move.
He might exactly. Now in the All-Star game, you let him get away with that, and honestly, he might get away with that in a real game because a ref might be like, "Excuse me." Nah, that ass. A ref might be like, "Hold the fucking phone."
I gotta blow the whistle and just go to him and be like, "Yo, bro, what are you doing out here?"
I would lose my job that day. Because I'm becoming a fan. I'm like, crazy. Yo, first of all, I'm a dick ride. I'd be like, yo, yo, can you sign this? I'll take my whistle off. Sign this, bro. Yo, this nigga's crazy. I see what and I'm not even a Kyrie guy. Mm-hmm. I'm not even a Kyrie guy. But what you got, and he's talking again. Doesn't matter to me. It feels great to be so uninvested because I almost forgot. It used to really always come across my desk when Kyrie started talking.
Now he just answered a question. That's all I saw.
Nah, he's talking.
Okay.
And you know what? There's been some tense debate about the theory, and I say theory because I haven't done my due diligence, but like there's supposedly some leaked footage floating around of what would have been his celebratory videos for being in the NBA 75, right? The idea is that he was in the NBA 75 and some of the shit he was doing publicly cost him a spot on the NBA 75. Yeah. So let's interact with that as if I bought it. Because it's not that I don't buy it, but you know how I am with not being able to confirm stuff. I don't like going gung-ho in this shit that I can't corroborate. Mm-hmm. But like the NBA 75 list is a political list, no?
I mean, it has to be. Because a lot of people who you would deem to be top 75 are not in it.
And Sam Jones is on that list.
Right.
And I love Sam Jones. Sam Jones, when Sam Jones was playing, he was the shit. Jones, you know what Sam Jones is like? Mm-hmm. That nigga like sliced bread. Mm-hmm. Take it for granted now.
Right.
It's not top 5 now.
But when it hit the streets.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All the fun of bread, none of the work.
But now you have Hawaiian rolls. You feel what I'm saying? You got butter biscuits and shit. You feel what I'm saying?
The frosted honey bun is in the building.
Like
the frosted honey bun is in the building.
I don't really like these food innuendos, but listen, what we're trying to say is that ceiling kind of capped out, you know, when he retired, like years ago when he was playing. And not only it's a higher ceiling now. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys are just on a whole nother scale, and some of them did not even sniff the list. And
like, listen, and some of the guys on the list where it's like you're no longer top 75, bro. Yeah. This is an impact list.
You once were.
This is not top 75 best.
Word.
This is an impact list. They wouldn't even remove players that had already made the top 50. Yeah. So if you're not going to consider removing players that have already made the top 50, then we know that this is not a rotating list of the best players to ever do it. It's a political list. Mm-hmm. Fine. You want John? Listen, John Havlicek was the shit.
I was kind of surprised to see that many players from like before our time be on the list.
They were already on the list. They didn't remove anybody who already made the top 50.
Oh, so this is just like a concurrent list.
Bro, the top 50 came out when like the top 50 came out before I think LeBron James is really a thing. Like the top 50 came out a long time ago.
Okay.
Top 50 came out a long time ago, and the top 75
it to 75,
and they just added 25 new niggas, but they didn't remove any of the old niggas.
Wow. So
where it's like John Havlicek is the shit.
Yeah.
Love me some John Havlicek.
Right.
I'm probably the only nigga within 5 square miles of me that's saying that. Certainly the only black one, but love me some Hondo. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. He the truth. That nigga like Harrison Ford, a legend. He dead? I never know with these guys. Live a long time. Right. Rest in peace, Bill Russell. Lived a long time. Cardiovascular health be nice. Mm-hmm. Chucks. That's the secret to living a long life. Chucks. Chuck Taylors. Ladies and gentlemen.
Balling and Chucks is crazy. But that's a whole nother conversation.
Jerry West still here to talk to us today. Mm-hmm. I mean,
I see dust coming out his mouth every time he talk. I'm sorry.
I see dust coming out Charles Barkley knees every time he walk. So what you mean? You gonna get your shots in? That's fine. That's a legend. That's a legend.
Respect, man.
But you was talking a lot of shit before this podcast started, and I was thinking about letting you off the hook, but I don't think you deserve it.
Nigga,
you was minding other niggas' business, were you not?
What do you mean?
You was concerned about the 76ers, right or wrong. You came in here and the first shit you wanted to talk about.
You see, all right.
Let's put it on the table.
I want the audience to see something. Right?
Please, reveal it.
Because listen.
Let them know.
We run a basketball podcast, no?
Do we not?
It's called Salted Nets Podcast, right?
Of course.
Featuring Billy Black and It's Your Boy Biggs, right?
This is true.
All I'm doing is my job. I'm bouncing an idea off you.
Oh my God.
So that we can discuss.
Make some noise.
Now I'm minding people business.
Make some noise for the patron saint.
All right. All I said was sorry. You see how nasty your man's James Harden had been moving.
No. You had more to say than that.
Oh.
There was connecting thoughts.
Oh, really?
There was threads.
You mean the part where I said that we're better than them and we always have been better? And by we, I mean the Boston Celtics?
And what I wanted to know was why all that talk? To what end? Because y'all just paid a nigga $300 million.
See? Look who's minding other people's business now. Stop. Because why he caught a straight bullet?
Stop.
Whoa.
Stop.
He was nowhere near
not a bullet.
We're not even talking about him.
Is his salary public information?
We're talking about James Harden.
Is his salary public information?
Wow.
Is his salary public information? So we won't call it a shot. I'm simply stating, y'all just paid a nigga $300 million. You have different concerns than the rest of us. Mm-hmm. Nobody on my squad making $300 million, and that's fine. We're not playing for nothing.
Nobody on your squad is going to even make the playoffs.
We're not playing for nothing.
Y'all not playing for shit.
We're not playing for nothing.
We talking about two different things here, League. We talking about championships, and we talking about guys who are just here.
I'll lay on that cross. I'll take these bullets. It's no problem. That's Nation. We outside.
His guys. Matter of fact, question is, who's that? Who's that?
Nets Nation.
Because with you, knowing you, man, you talking about 10 different teams.
Let me sip my unnamed tequila. Niggas won't know. Nets Nation, don't let niggas convince you it's a crime to appreciate greatness in other squads, especially when your squad ain't shit. But even when your squad is shit, you can always appreciate greatness. That don't mean you're rooting against your squad just because you want to see other teams do great when they doing great things in the midst of it. Mm-hmm. Second of all, just watch how I take these bullets. You know what I'm saying? Watch how I take these bullets for the nation real quick. Mm-hmm. Nets Nation, this is the Salted Nets podcast. Sometimes y'all niggas might forget that, but this nigga won't let you. Mm-hmm. I promise you that. Because they always going to be ready to fire on us. You know what I'm saying? But my question to you is, to what end, my boy? With all this shit that you talking about, y'all always been better than the 76ers. I don't know if that's who y'all need to worry about being better than. Right? Because Bam Adebayo,
it's not the Nets.
Bam Adebayo and Jimmy Butler and them sent your asses home.
That's
the crib.
That's bigger fish that
fully paid.
We got a fraud. You feel what I'm saying? We not worried about y'all though.
1, 2, 3 Cancun.
We ain't worried about y'all though.
Fully paid. You know what I'm saying? All
1,
expenses
2, 3
paid.
Cancun,
vacation.
The trip to Cancun been done by the time we lost.
They had y'all niggas on a yacht watching.
Y'all was there for a month and a half already.
They had y'all
chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all renting Cancun dry. There's no point of going there by the time we lost.
Mikal Bridges was not chilling. Mikal Bridges was not chilling.
Oh yeah, he was in the towns.
He was working out the Akiway.
Yeah, he was in the towns. Mikal Bridges was doing his Brooklyn tour for sure.
He was working out the Akiway. Shout out to Mikal Bridges. You'll soon, you know what I mean? You'll soon fall out of love with this town. They always do, but nah, stop. That's not funny. You'll soon fall out of love with this town because they always do. I mean, but I love that you giving it all because it must really suck. No, listen, I ain't gonna lie. As a Nets fan, let me just acknowledge this before Mikal Bridges leaves us. It must really suck to have been on the squad with KD and them. And D-Book and all that, and really be in a mix for something special, and then get swapped out like that, and just end up in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
When Brooklyn was, and mind you, it ended up in Brooklyn wouldn't even been so bad a year and a half ago.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You would have been in the exact same position you in, right? You was in Phoenix.
Exactly.
You've been in the exact same position, but
yeah.
It's not that way, my boy.
It's okay. And right now, he's
Life
in a position
goes on.
where he's the best player in the team.
Yeah, but y'all paying a nigga $300 million, and one might expect some return on investment there. Like, if I was y'all, I wouldn't be minding other teams' business right now so much as I would be focused on maximizing.
Laser focused, though.
This investment.
We're laser focused, though.
Y'all say that every year.
Part about everything.
I guess nuts how shit shakes out. I'm not too proud to say that. Like, you on the squad with Ben Simmons. The mystery man.
What do you mean?
You never know.
He putting in mad work right now for y'all.
Oh, always. Every offseason.
Yeah, he's putting in mad work right now.
Every offseason.
He's about to come back. He's about to come back and show y'all some shit.
He's changing his game.
He's going to be Mr. Brooklyn.
Life.
He's going to be Mr. Brooklyn for y'all by the end of the season. Facts. All 25 games y'all win, he's about to be the man.
That was hilarious. I like that. But when, matter of fact, let's give you what you deserve. Let's laugh with this guy. Because he's funny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like I said, it's easy to mind other people's business. Right? What are y'all going to do if y'all $300 million man?
We going to the dance.
Okay.
And we
like y'all went this year?
We're going to go to the dance.
Like y'all went this year?
We're going to go to the dance.
Like y'all went this year?
Like we went 2 years ago.
Okay, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
We talking about old stuff. Cool.
Yeah.
I just want to make
Last year is some old shit. You talk about old shit.
Nah.
You talking about old shit right now.
Nah, the current NBA champions.
Right now.
The current NBA champions
didn't beat us.
Are the Denver Nuggets.
Didn't beat us.
Yeah, y'all lost.
And that's old shit.
To the Heat.
That's old shit.
Nah, that's the most recent shit.
That's old shit.
That's the most recent shit.
It happened. Months ago.
The year before is old
Months
shit.
Months ago.
Just a few.
It's old shit.
Like 2 or 3, really.
Months ago.
Really?
Months ago.
Really not many.
Yeah. Months with an S. Plural.
I think we've seen like what,
come on,
2 full moons since then?
Come on, bro. Like
the
season literally starts in like 4 weeks.
Okay.
Come on. Like we talking about old shit. Like, you know, we passed the draft. We passed summer league.
Just want to... The thing that worries me about being y'all is how the fuck y'all will survive not having Marcus Smart. Anyway. Your favorite player in the 2008 Boston Celtics are the most annoying championship winning team in the history of the league. And I can't believe you're okay with this.
Who said I was okay with it?
Okay. I don't know. It's because
P moving real nasty in these streets.
Nah, well, Paul Pierce is a different guy.
P is moving real nasty in these streets. He over here buying girlfriends for the day, offering moral and oral support. You feel what I'm saying? And it's just like, I don't know, son. Like P is just a loose cannon. And my thing is, he's probably always been this way, but in this new age of social media and streaming and all of this, he's real new.
That nigga got CTE,
at the nuance of it. So it's like
that nigga got CTE, too many hard fouls.
He be keeping it too much of a buck. Like he keeping it way too real.
He's a dickhead.
Wow.
But not only that too, you know what's crazy?
Wow. Paul Pierce is top 75.
What's crazy about Paul Pierce?
You better relax. Paul Pierce top 75 in the league, man.
Hashtag Kyrie better. Nah, but
that's cool. He up there shaking hands on the podium with Kyrie. It's all good. He got the jacket too. You know what I mean?
He probably gave it to a bitch, but
he probably did.
Why wouldn't he? Listen, Paul Pierce is a nasty guy. Probably always been a nasty guy, but he's living his life like it's golden. It's his money. It's his time. He can decide to do with it what he wants. He felt like maybe he didn't want to work for ESPN no more. But you know why? Because my whole thing is Stephen A. Smith is doing whatever the fuck he wants. And I don't want to be the guy pointing the finger at the other guy. Because I hope he continues to do whatever the fuck he wants. Mm-hmm. But I got so many questions about so many niggas who couldn't do what the fuck they wanted at ESPN.
Little favoritism going on?
I mean...
Little favoritism?
It's nuts.
Is it giving house Negro?
No, I didn't say that. I don't even want... Nah, because here where you want to go with this shit, man. Listen, I did not say that.
I'm asking a question.
This is not on video, so y'all can't know that, but there was no wink shit going on just now. Like, I mean, this man called Stephen A. Smith a house Negro.
No, I asked a question.
Of his own accord.
No, I asked a question.
This nigga work for the House of Mouse, damn it. You trying to get us fucked up.
No. I didn't mean no disrespect.
You know how Mickey and them get down.
I just asked a question. You feel what I'm saying? And your answer is no. So that's it. We moving past it, bro. It's all good.
I mean, I know you're not scared of Stephen A.
All right.
Okay. You gotta see how niggas get.
You will not try and manipulate a crash out right here on this podcast.
Nah, I just wanted you to know that it's a safe space to voice any opposition you have towards Stephen A. Smith.
I have no problems with Stephen A. Smith. I watch First Take very, very frequently.
This nigga launching into his.
Very.
Oh my!
I mean, I do. I'm an avid watcher. I watch a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of First Take. So yeah.
No, the 08 Celtics are annoying. I don't understand. They have not. You would have thought they won 4 or 5 championships. They talk about themselves like a dynasty. They have these insane reunions. You know what I was made privy to?
We can't have a reunion on a championship. There you go, minding our business again.
Okay.
Why you worry about something that don't got nothing to do with you? That you don't know nothing about? A championship, huh? God damn.
I gotta confirm this, right? Because I was watching the odd YouTube video.
Of what?
Of basketball, right? And it was a video. Damn, I wish I could credit the creator. Because the internet gives so much of a fuck about crediting creators. You can't just say something you saw was nice without being a demon who's denying somebody their fucking just due.
Right.
So I'm a fucking bad guy for this, apparently. But they were talking about arm sleeves and the advent of arm sleeves and why certain players used them and why certain players didn't. And I think, like, allegedly Carmelo Anthony has some wild boy tattoos.
On his arm?
Like an InfoWars tattoo? As in Alex Jones's InfoWars? I think... Don't listen. I gotta dig deeper. Because maybe this guy was just lying. But I think Carmelo Anthony at one point had jet fuel can't melt steel beams tattooed on him. And I just want to know, like, how LeBron got into getting that gang tattoo together. Like, because I know LeBron got the invite. Like, I know he was like, yo, I'm about to get this. We should get this.
Nah, that makes
against what they talking
crazy. Not gonna lie to you.
What that
group tat like that?
That a man possibly has tattooed on him. Jet fuel can't melt steel beams.
That's crazy too. But like for him to call other men and be
the InfoWars get tattoo
this tattoo with me.
The InfoWars tattoo connects nicely with that though, doesn't it? I don't know. This is a PY topic, but if Melo had them tattoos, I'm not gonna publicize it because obviously it's some serious shit that we don't publicize, and I don't want to get assassinated.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because if nobody else is talking about it, I'm not going to talk about it. But this was just mentioned casually in a YouTube video, and I was like...
and that's why he wears long
sleeve. I did not peg Melo for the jet fuel can't melt steel beams guy. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, many of our listeners might feel that way. And if y'all do, then cool. Because I'm a sellout.
I'm a sellout is crazy.
What? And Paul Pierce shit himself in the game. And he's the one that told us that. And he been running from that forever. He shitted himself, man. They called you out on a wheelchair and then you came back and played. And then you told us.
And won the game.
And then you told us you shitted yourself. Now you backtracking. Now you rather irritated by the idea that you might have shat yourself. But
it happens,
you
bro.
said it, bro.
It happens, bro.
And even if it's not true.
High intensity environment, right? He's battling on the basketball court. You know what I'm saying? He probably might have caught a little elbow in the gut or something. Probably fell the wrong way.
You shitted yourself before you was playing football?
Nah, never. I never did that. Or playing any sport at that. I've never done such a thing.
Getting close though.
No, I'm the one that kind of like if I know I'm about to go play an organized game of whatever it is.
Well, you'll take a programmed shit.
You
will program shit into your day.
First of all, I know this is not basketball related, but since we want to dive into it, you know what I'm saying? I move my bowels daily, every morning. You feel what I'm saying? And I tend to have early morning games. You know what I mean? Back when I was playing, so yeah, right before the game. Absolutely. What are we talking about? Like,
breaking news: Big Steak morning shits.
I don't think the basketball world wanted to know that, but it's okay though. They know now. I have healthy bowels. You know what I mean?
So what we discussed 2 pods ago or something like that, that this shit is just work to James Harden.
Absolutely.
This shit is just work. In the same way that they're saying that this generation
absolutely
is job hopping for better pay,
mm-hmm.
and it's working out for them.
Mm-hmm.
James Harden is job hopping for better conditions or pay or whatever the fuck he wants. And it's working out for him. Mm-hmm. And so we've reached the inevitable conclusion, the conclusion that we always reach in these things, especially with James Harden. Because here's where the news doesn't shock anybody. Mm-hmm. James Harden doesn't give a fuck, bro, about really anything. Much less your fucking feelings about how he should navigate his basketball career.
Right.
Go fuck yourself if for 2 minutes you think that James fucking Harden was put on this earth to do your bidding. As many women as he's put through school. What he's done for these communities in Houston. God bless that man. He's saying he don't want to play. He's saying he won't even show up to camp maybe. And I ain't gonna lie, I've seen that man work. I've seen his work. I don't think you want him to show up to camp if he don't want to play.
Right.
13 turnovers for you. 1 game. Show you something. Oh, y'all don't want to get rid of me? Watch this.
And barely making it to like 15 and some shit like that.
You know when you on Indeed heavy, but you at a job, but like you just had an interview that just went crazy, mm-hmm. and you like, yo, listen, as soon as they call me back, I'm out. That effort that you putting in till you get that call back, that's that minimal whatever type deal.
Yeah,
it's James Harden right now, man.
Yeah,
because this shit is just work. He's done emptied out his cubicle.
It's nasty with him, man.
He done emptied out his cubicle. It's just the bare necessities in there.
I truly believe that he doesn't care about winning a championship.
There's no wallpaper on his company computer.
Right. Like
he's not invested.
He's not doing this for a championship at this point.
Maybe he is.
I don't think so. No, because if you're telling me the Houston Rockets were on your list of teams to be traded to, you don't care about winning a championship then. There's no way.
You don't know how many secret families he might have in Houston. You can't say that.
What do you mean?
He might be trying to be close to his kids that we don't know about.
Okay. That's cool then. Then that's making that decision for your kids then. That's not making the decision to win a championship, because there's no way in hell you think going to Houston at this point and you're going to go win a championship with Jalen Green and company. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not happening.
I guess he got himself the right one, because, I mean, if anybody's going to fucking hold on to a nigga, right, it's going to be Morey, right? If anybody's going to, do this at his leisure,
right, when
it best suits him, when he has the most leverage he could possibly extract out of the situation, it's Daryl fucking Morey, right? And as ironically as these guys' careers linked, and as much as Daryl Morey is a huge James Harden fan, and clearly James Harden at points in his career has been a huge Daryl Morey fan, now they're on opposite sides, and Daryl Morey will hold before he fold. I
mean, but as he should though.
Yeah.
As you should, because as the organization, you want the most possible you can get for this guy.
You know no funny shit, a favor for a favor, nigga. Remember that Brooklyn shit you wanted out? Yeah. Got you out of there, huh?
You know what I'm saying?
Got you out of there real smooth, right?
But I'm sure that some type of conversation like that had to been had.
Yeah.
Or it will happen. You feel what I'm saying? Because this is nasty.
Yeah.
This is nasty, bro. You want to leave and go where? The Clippers? That's cute. But let's just say, knock on wood, you know what I mean? Those two guys over there, let's say they don't play enough again this season. What are you going to do then? You know what I mean? Then you want to possibly go back to the Rockets and do what? Compete for a fucking title? No. You're not doing that. You're going for the bag. You're definitely going for the bag, 100%. And it's already been hard in town. From when you was from when you've been there.
That's where they're gonna retire his jersey. That's where he became a Hall of Famer. He averaged 36 a game that year, and then you know what I'm saying?
So I don't know.
He ain't no Dwayne Wade though.
Shit. Damn
Shout out
for sure.
to D Wade going into the Hall of Fame. He ain't no Dwayne Wade.
I mean,
I'm sorry, like, and mind you, I'm not even a Dwayne Wade truther. I'll keep it a buck. By the time LeBron James got to Miami, and Dwayne Wade kept it a buck in a recent interview with Rachel Nichols, I think about this, about how he felt like nobody could tell him nothing, and then like injuries humbled him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He was never the same. Right? Like, LeBron James did not play with peak Dwayne Wade. And really after that first finals,
shit could have fooled me.
Dwayne Wade, exactly, that's how good it is. And I always talk about how in basketball, greatness is really measured by, and really in every field, greatness is really measured by how much greatness you have to spare. Like, we could tie one hand behind your back and you would still be significantly better than the rest of the competition. Right?
By a long shot.
Shout out to that young nigga with one arm that's going crazy.
Hansel.
Yeah.
Hansel, yeah.
Crazy, though.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Don't one hand, hands out. I see what they're doing. I don't like that. I don't like that. Anyway.
But what if he likes it?
We haven't even gotten our legs up under us. We won't get canceled.
Right.
What I want to... what I do want to invest a moment of time in, though, is shout out Dwayne Wade, man. Because injuries did take a toll. And, yeah, like I said,
it did.
Out of those 4 finals that they went, they were the 4 finals in Miami, right? Out of those 4 finals that they went to, I'm not going to lie, Dwayne Wade was not himself in the majority of them. But good enough to win 2 titles. Had already won a title before then, in his 3rd year.
And that was before that big shoulder injury that he had. You know what I mean? So,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's going into the Hall of Fame. Got to do a little stint in Chicago. He's a native of Chicago. Probably always wanted to wear a Chicago Bulls jersey. He did that. Mended fences with Pat Riley in Miami. You know we was willing to ride with you, D-Wade, over that white nigga. Shout out to Pat Riley, though. But D-Wade, I don't care what color you dye your hair, nigga. I'm not one of these haters. I was going to ride with you against that white man, bro. I ain't know if you was in the right or the wrong, man. But I knew I had to rock out with you and Gabby. I knew that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did, but...
Shout out the Wade family. Facts.
I'd have did that. Unless it came out that you was wild wrong. Then I'd have retracted my statements. Because I'm a man of science. You gotta have the ability to change our mind.
Right.
Yeah, we gotta have the ability to change our mind.
Yeah. Be able to use reason and shit.
Dirk going in the Hall of Fame the same year Dwayne Wade, which is ironic. Because Dwayne Wade and LeBron James definitely tried to play that man for a fool in the finals when he was sick.
What you mean?
Yeah, they was walking to the locker room pregame, coughing and shit, making allusions to like making fun of somebody for being sick. And Dirk Nowitzki had revealed that he was dealing with a bout of illness. And God bless him, he didn't call nobody a monkey or nothing. You understand what I'm saying? He just said, and then went out there and won the chip. Yeah. So, but it's good to see them interacting and shit. They doing like shit together for promo for them going into the Hall of Fame and shit like that. And I'm like,
full circle moment.
You know what I'm
saying? Look how things turn out.
Yeah, Dirk wife is black, so I don't know. They probably bonded over watermelon or chicken or something like that.
Okay.
What?
Man just said he don't want to get us canceled, and
I'm black, Biggs.
And you just going.
I'm black. I can say that. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Because I edit this out. Can we not say that anymore?
I don't know.
Has something changed?
I don't know, bro. The rules.
Can we still say nigga? Because if I can say, I feel like nigga is way worse than chicken and watermelon.
Yeah.
If I can say nigga, I can make a chicken and watermelon joke.
Okay.
I'm tripping?
Nah, you're not tripping.
Because I could literally say...
You're making mad sense.
This is it's the basketball one, right? But I could literally say nigga. I could literally say nigga.
All right.
Cool. Dirk is the truth, though, right?
Yes, he is. Indeed. He is. And it was something special.
Way better than Paul Pierce.
Oh, my God, son.
Dirk is way better than Paul Pierce.
Some way, somehow.
Way better than Paul Pierce.
He's just going to turn something so beautiful into hate. And you never cease to amaze me, bro.
Hate and love are the same thing.
You never see. So then you secretly respect and love Paul Pierce.
Damn, you just disproved my theory.
His body of work.
Nah, you just disproved my theory. I guess hate and love are not the same thing. I got no love for PP.
All right, well. Shout out my favorite player, man.
Shout out to your favorite player.
Just quit being so.
It's working for him.
So crazy.
It's working for him.
Matter of fact,
he had a whole girlfriend for a day.
You know what? You know what? You're right. It is working for him. Keep going, Pete. Keep going.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm enjoying the new Paul Pierce.
Too. It's not the new one.
Yeah,
it's the one that it's always been him.
Yeah,
it's just on camera now.
Now listen, I don't know why Dwayne Wade. I do know why Dwayne Wade, because I don't know why people think Dwayne Wade is in their league, where Dwayne Wade is the guy that players play themselves with all the time. Paul Pierce and Jalen Rose just always seem to be the humbler. He is the humbler. Yeah. Ever since he called Skip Bayless Water Pistol Pete, he been on the scene humbling men. When John Morant had to answer for his crimes, he sat across from Jalen fucking Rose. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, Jalen Rose is a little OG gangster, so I don't know how he said who gun was it. Sir, excuse me? Deposition?
I mean,
whoa, brother. My lawyer's not even sitting on this couch.
Right.
You asking me questions I need a lawyer present for. Yeah. And John Morant is the biggest dumbass ever. It's a parade inside his city, though.
Yeah.
But he the biggest dumbass ever. But still, like, Jalen, come on now. Ain't no lawyer present. You gonna ask me some shit like that, bro.
I mean, he's just
but shout out to Jalen, like
he's just asking the question.
He's showing that nigga how real this shit is. Like, brother,
asking the question.
If you not prepared,
you rather somebody who don't care about you ask this question and just watch you drown, or you could have me ask you. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be smart about it. You know what I'm saying? And you got to answer it in a right professional way.
And it's a good example of, like, if you're not prepared to answer these type of questions, let this be the moment you realize that it's time to stop doing some of these things. Because you're not prepared to do what you got to do to save yourself.
Prepared for this or not, stop doing this shit. Like, lead a toy home, bro. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know.
You live in Memphis.
Big job beat niggas up. So listen, I don't want to just tell him what to do.
Big
Job
for Memphis, bro. Everybody play with toys down there. All I'm saying is,
yo.
All right, my fault. Everybody got a pole.
I didn't do like that.
Hey, yo, again.
Everybody got a yo, man.
Everybody got a stick. Pause again. Everybody got the grippy. You feel what I'm saying? And
the grippy. It's disgusting.
Pause again. Man. You know what I'm talking about, though, bro. Everybody got one. Everybody has a firearm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
I think firearm is safe. Let's go with that.
Everybody has a firearm, and like, yo, bro, have somebody around you who's a professional that's allowed to have one. You know what I mean? If it's that serious, if you really fearing for your, you know what I mean, for your safety and shit.
Everybody knows when you're listening to NBA YoungBoy, you need to have a gun in your hand. It enhances the experience. It's like ketchup on a hot dog.
Peanut butter to the jelly.
It's very hard to listen to NBA YoungBoy without dancing with your gun if you have one. If you don't, then you can make finger guns and that is satisfactory.
Stick to the finger
guns, pantomime aggressive movements.
Stick to the movements and the finger guns, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly,
John Morant is the truth. He's gonna run the Memphis drug trade. You just gotta give him time to get his feet wet and establish himself. Your man Pascal Siakam's out here. Shout out to Pascal Siakam. That's why he got to be out here. Got to get his value while he got some value to him. Cause
he's out of Toronto.
I mean, they don't even want to shop him. It's time. Mm-hmm. It's time, and I don't even know how. I don't know. I got to do more reading into it. I don't know how sore he is about the whole deal. I don't know if he is or not, but.
I mean, to me, it looked like they just doing a whole rebuild because they shipped Freddie. They've been talking about shopping OG, right? And now they shopping Pascal. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at a rebuild around Scottie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, realistically, if we're talking about moving forward, Scottie's younger. You know what I mean? He's still growing. And if you could get some more guys around him, you know what I mean, that kind of fit his style, yeah, you could definitely go a new way.
I like Scottie. I like the idea of what Scottie could be. I think for a long time we gave a fuck about the Raptors, and I just don't know how much we will in the foreseeable future.
That I feel like that all depends on how good Scotty is and how good he gets, like where his ceiling is. You know what I mean? Because he to me he's already enjoyable to watch. Like I like watching Scotty play. So it's like, you know, I feel like it's contingent on how good he can actually be, and like the team that they build around him. Because right now, it's wide open over there in Toronto. You know what I mean? Like any star right now can like just go over there and be the man right now. You know what I mean? Like just for shits and giggles, Dame can go there and make Toronto be a different sight to see. You feel what I'm saying? Like Drake gonna be at every fucking game again. You know what I'm saying? Like promoting that shit like he on the team again. If Dame pull up, you know. So it's just like, I don't know. It would definitely be interesting moving forward to see where Pascal could potentially end up, and even OG. You know what I'm saying? Because they could probably package those two guys, because that would be a big package. If like whoever's trying to pick that up is just like, yo, you're getting two really, really good players at their positions. You know what I mean? Like they might not be perennial all-stars, but it's like, yeah, like they're really good role guys that you can add to any championship contender, and they'll add value to it. So I don't know. No, I think Pascal is an all-star, right? Pascal's the all-star.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the year, but oftentimes, yeah. No, Pascal's great. You know, he is what he is, but it's great, right? So it's like you should feasibly get something rather useful for him. And I think I want to end similarly to how we ended the last pod, and just remind everybody, Liz Cambage is a terrible human being.
Oh shit!
She is.
I didn't know where he was going.
She's a terrible guy. She's the worst kind of guy. She did a little backpedaling.
We're just making enemies? All right. Okay.
She did a little backpedaling. Oh, well, you know, I wasn't saying that I was on the team. I was saying that I did, and I was having talks and this and that. A little backpedaling, because you kind of was. You literally used the word cahoots.
Yeah.
And that's how I knew she was the villain, because she used cahoots unironically to describe something that she thought was positive. To describe something she thought was positive. Yeah. When have you ever heard somebody use cahoots in a positive manner? Not only did she use cahoots in a positive manner, she literally said, I've been in cahoots the whole time. That is some super villain shit. Ha 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 ha, Batman. I've been working with him the whole time. Yeah, I bet. I might fuck around and go play for that team. Then they recycled the footage, which I forgot how fucking funny the footage is. Number one, I forgot how blatantly she was slapping bitches and elbowing bitches in their shit.
That's a fact.
But when that bitch had just had it, pardon me. Pardon me. You're right. When that young woman had just had it with her, and she ran across that court and snuffed her, I was like, oh. And then Liz got up and she was like, You got that on camera?
You got that on tape?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Everybody else did too, baby.
Yeah, we did, dude.
Oh, man.
That shit was gnarly. She rocked your shit, bro.
She really did.
Yeah, we did. Did we get that on tape? You can participate in it if you want, baby girl. Don't change it. And there's no shame in getting rocked. Happened. Surprise. Sucker punch.
And real quick before we end, shout out to New York Liberty. We see you girls. We rooting for y'all. Bring the chip home, baby.
We see you girls.
We see you ladies.
We see you ladies.
Yeah. Shout out to New York fucking Liberty, man. That's the only New York team I fucking root for.
I mean, shout out to the New York Liberty. Yeah. They are a phenomenal team this year.
Phenomenal team, man. Stewie, shout out to you, girl. Sabrina, shout out. Shout out. Bring that chip home. It's going to be them and the Aces. I'm jagging it. It's going to be them and the Aces in the dance.
I ain't never seen you act like this before.
And we going to beat
over the W. And this is shocking.
And we going to beat them. And we going to beat them. And we going to
I want to see you on this same shit in 6 years.
Bet.
Don't abandon the team when they're not good no more.
Bet.
Because this energy right here, they need that.
Bet.
The W need this.
Bet. Shout out, ladies, for real. I'm being dead serious. Shout out to them, man.
Shout out to
we going all the way.
Shout out to Brianna Stewart and Sabrina and who else?
What's it called? The big man, the big woman, big woman. What's her name?
Jones, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, Jones.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
what's it called? The other point guard, Vandersloot.
Vandersloot, yeah.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying?
Nas Laney.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
Of course.
All them girls.
Love it.
Yep. Cause Asia Wilson, she bad.
Yeah, you're a good guy.
She bad.
You're a real good guy.
Asia Wilson is tough, nigga. She tough. She tough. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I mean? They had to get Cam Bailey out of there so Asia could fly.
Shout out to Brittany Griner, man.
Beach, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Was watching some highlights and probably like caught my first highlight of it probably like I would say a month ago of BG really like getting saucy in game. Didn't know it was like that. Like real buttery, like turn around, jump shot midi. You know what I mean? Like footwork. Like not just a come in, you know what I mean, overpower layup. Like that's what I thought it was a lot of the time. You feel what I'm saying? And I really got to see the bag.
Yeah, you thought she was trash.
I didn't think it was that.
Yeah, you thought she was garbage.
I didn't think it was what I saw.
No, you were shocked to see her playing actual basketball.
No.
No, let's keep real.
No.
Let's keep real.
I was shocked that she was that good.
Of course.
Okay.
Why would she be that good?
Honestly speaking.
Why would she be that good?
What do you mean? Why would she be that good? Nah, you know what? We're just gonna stop here because this guy is fucking crazy right now.
Stay with us. Don't play with us.
Yeah, man.
Another episode.